You clicked on this video because staying motivated feels like an uphill battle, right? And no matter how hard you try, it doesn't seem to stick. Trust me, I've been there, doubting myself and questioning if I ever had what it takes to achieve my dream life. You wake up one day ready to achieve all your biggest dreams. You start waking up at 5 a.m., hitting the gym, eating healthy, and feeling unstoppable. But then, all of a sudden, it stops. Your alarm goes off and you don't get out of bed. That big motivation that you had starts to fade and you go back to your old habits. If this sounds like you right now, I have good news for you. You can train your brain to stay motivated every day. And I get it. That might sound impossible right now, but staying motivated every day isn't about grinding yourself to the ground. It's about learning how to rewire your brain to work for you, not against you. So how do we keep pushing forward even when we don't feel like it? Here's the thing. The feedback that we receive when we are kids or as adults, starting something new changes how we see ourselves. To explain this, let's look at an experiment done by Dr. Carol Dweck and her colleague Claudia Mueller from Stanford University. They worked with a group of fifth graders, and for the first round of the experiment, they had them do different sets of problems. Now, these were moderately challenging problems, but no matter their actual scores, all children were told that they had scored an A. Then, the researchers split the kids into two groups. One group was praised for their intelligence. The researcher told them, "You must be really smart at these problems." The other group was praised for their effort. The researcher told them, "You must have worked hard at these problems." In the second round, the children were given sets of problems that were way harder. The researchers wanted to find out how this failure would affect the children's motivation and performance for the next test. After completion, the children were told that they had performed poorly on the tests and they got less than 50% right. In the third round, the children were given easy, medium, and hard sets of problems to choose from. Here is the fascinating part. The children who were praised because they were smart spent most of their time working on the easy problems and did not even attempt to work on the hard problems. This was a sign of low levels of motivation. After the experiment, the researcher asked them if they enjoyed it, and they said that it wasn't that fun. But then, the children who were praised for their effort and hard work preferred to work on the harder puzzles. Additionally, they spent more time overall solving the other problems, which was a sign of increased levels of motivation. And after the experiment, these children said that they enjoyed their whole experience. So, what can we learn from this experiment? Well, there is a concept called the growth mindset. A growth mindset is when you believe that you can get better through effort, learning, and persistence. The children who were praised for their effort and hard work believed they could improve, so they kept trying. On the other hand, children who were told that they performed well because they were smart developed a fixed mindset. A fixed mindset is when you believe that your talents and abilities are set in stone. If you fail, you think it means that you're not good enough, so you stop trying. This is why the kids who were told they were smart avoided challenges. They thought that their intelligence couldn't change and wanted to avoid failure. Many experiments like this one over the years have shown that having a growth mindset is the key to staying motivated. If you want to feel motivated, you have to believe that you can improve and take responsibility for what happens in your life. This experiment really hit home for me because it reminded me of my own life. In my family, it's me and my older brother. School was easy for me. I was the smart one and I didn't have to try to get good grades. My brother had a different story. School was tough for him, so tough that he needed special education for several years. Growing up, our parents always celebrated our achievements. But in my case, my parents told me that the reason that I succeeded was because I'm a really smart girl. But for my brother, he was told, "You worked so hard to get here." At the time, these praises seemed normal. But now, looking forward, these words shaped us in different ways. As adults, my brother is the most motivated and determined person I know. He never gives up on anything, no matter how hard things get. I, on the other hand, struggle to finish what I start. When I fail, I feel like it means I'm not good enough. It seems like my brother's confidence grew while mine decreased over the years. I started reflecting on my childhood recently, and it dawned on me that my brother was taught the value of effort and persistence, which gave him the motivation to face challenges. I was taught to rely on my intelligence, so when things don't come as easily as I'm used to, I doubt myself. What I thought was my strength, being smart, became my weakness. Now, I'm working on rebuilding my motivation by adopting a growth mindset, just like my brother. And honestly, I've never felt more driven to reach my goals. So, how can you adapt a growth mindset in your life so that that you can start feeling motivated all the time. It starts with the feedback you give yourself. Even when you're doing well, the wrong kind of feedback can hurt your future performance. Instead of saying, I'm good at this because I'm talented or smart, try saying, I'm good at this because I worked hard, or I'm good at this because I'm persistent. This way, you focus on effort, which you can always improve. Start using the word yet in your self-talk. Instead of saying, I'm not good at this, say, I'm not good at this yet. I'm not good at running yet. I'm not a good public speaker yet. The word yet leaves room to grow. It reminds you that you can get better. But if you stay stuck in the mindset that you're just not good at something, you stay in the same place. The truth is, you can get better at anything you want. Not good at building a business? Research, find mentors, and keep trying. Out of shape? Start small, stay consistent, and find activities you enjoy. I admit I'm not a good public speaker, but if I join a public speaking group and practice, I will definitely get better at it. It all comes down to having a mindset that grows. And this works for anything in life. So what's one sentence you can add yet to?